if you can share some light on how do you handle returns within Sixth Street?
I think returns has been probably the bane of fashion e-commerce all over the world. And with my experience of working across different parts of the world, I can assure you it's always tough across the world. It can vary from as low as 25 to 30% to as high as 50 to 70% for certain platforms, right? So that's how bad it is.
Yeah.
And this is the one place where, as Sixth Street, we've differentiated ourselves a lot. In the last 1 year, all the things that I talked about, making ourselves a more quality-conscious, brand-first platform, we've managed to bring down our returns to early double digits, which is one of the lowest and unheard of in the industry. We've reached there, and that's one of the reasons why our net is very healthy compared to our gross, which is not the case in the industry. That also allows us to spend more on marketing and acquire customers, because usually you acquire customers on GMV and then your net, your returns brings down your net. So this has not been a challenge for us. But I must say that there are 3-4 things we do consciously to bring down the returns. So number one, we have very strong guidelines on how we create our imagery for products. We always keep it realistic. A lot of platforms or websites make the mistake of trying to make the imagery very attractive, but when you get the product, it looks very different. And then there's a huge mismatch in consumer expectations. We've been lucky to have great products, and therefore our imagery and our product matches. And we always make sure that we deliver what we promise to the customer. So that's number one. Number two, we launched the price assurance promise as part of our Sixth Street promise. And this came out of the insight that a lot of customers tend to raise returns because they found a better price elsewhere. So the moment customer starts a return, we immediately prompt them and remind them that in case it was about price, don't worry, we have you covered. We have this price assurance promise and we will cover you there. And therefore, there's no reason for customers to now initiate that.
Sure.
And the third thing, which is probably the biggest game changer for us and for others, is you see a lot of customers return items because they've changed their mind. This is especially true for orders that you get ahead of a weekend and which is getting delivered after the weekend. Over the weekend, the customer may have gone, especially in this region, to a mall. They may have purchased something and then they realize that, okay, now I no longer need it.
Yeah.
This is where the speed of delivery matters a lot. And that's why we have 60-minute to 90-minute delivery. Where we cannot offer it because that assortment is not available, we then offer same day or next day delivery. So our delivery is so fast that we don't give enough time for the customer to change their mind.
I see.
So the combination of these factors have ensured that our returns are the best in the industry and kept very, very low.
I see. Interesting. I was talking to Mr. Shailen Shukla, who is a supply chain veteran in the region, and we were discussing returns, from a supply chain perspective. Interesting thing that he shared with me is the fact that, the moment you start moving towards the end of the month, you start experiencing more returns, because that is when people are, waiting for their next salary to come in, and that is when they want to, they want to buy, especially on the cash on delivery orders. So that was the trend that he was actually analyzing, where in the first 10 days of the month, the return percentage is still okay, manageable, and the moment you start moving towards the end of the month, return shoot up.
I have a slightly different perspective. I agree with the observation, but I'll give a different reason why this happens. So if you see end of the month, the pay week comes in, the payday comes in, which is a big thing in this region. Now, the moment the pay week comes in, you will see most retailers or most e-commerce platforms going on some kind of a sale, a pay week sale, payday sale. It's a norm in the region. Imagine if you've bought something and someone else is on sale, that same thing might now have a different price. And this is where the importance of price assurance comes in. That's why it is reflected in this. So we realized this insight and we proactively corrected it.
Right.
Now, having said all this, I think there is also, I must acknowledge the advantage that we have. So the advantage we have is we also sell a lot of brands direct from our brand stores, and therefore the quality of the product is assured, not from some warehouse, dusty, and coming from other countries. So we deliver very high quality products. So that's number one. Number two, a lot of our products, because they're also available in stores, the customers could potentially try them out. So we do see customers who add items to cart, then they go to the store, try them out, they like it, and then they place order. So that way, they may also be more accurate in terms of their size and fit. So this is the advantage of being an omni-channel retailer who proactively gets customers to experience both channels. And we've been very clear as a apparel group that we are customer obsessed. We don't care whether they purchase online or offline. We are happy for them to purchase in either channel. We want to give them the best experience and a most seamless experience across both channels.